to me.
We are live.
Hopefully our system isn't mad for resetting it for no reason.
Yeah, exactly.
We are
I'm gonna
recording.
bust.
Indeed.
And here... Oh, wait, she closed the thing for some reason. It takes a long time to open back up. All right. Hello, everyone in the audience. Does the video look and sound good to you? Because on my end, it's horrendous, but it
It's
doesn't
good to be,
really matter
whatever
on
that's
my
worth.
end.
Yeah, you guys look
that's
great
a
to
good
us
sign.
here.
You got video back. You didn't have video yesterday?
Yeah, we had video yesterday.
Okay.
I believe. Looks good, looks good.
Looks good. All right. Something's wrong on my end somehow, but that doesn't matter because I don't use the video to record, so
Okay.
whatever
Typical,
works.
Oh, good.
All right. Let me just restart the recording. And here we go.
Welcome to the Tom Bernard Show with
Co-host Kathryn Burtt. Andy Brant Bernard.
and the biggest name in
Oh,
comedy,
it's
Costaki
horrible.
Economopoulos.
Oh, we all sound fine.
yeah, it's
No,
going
this
well.
is unusable. I'm going to have to restart our internet because, now your audio is bad, and that will affect the show.
God.
So
Yep.
I can just leave and keep the stream going on the video, and you guys can just keep going, and I'll be
doing our
back
thing.
at some
Doing our
point.
thing.
So they can watch that.
Yeah, the video will stay up, but if you're listening on the live stream, that's going to go down for a little bit. So I'll be right back.
Okay. Well, I've got this gem for Costaki anyway.
Oh, Jim.
It's been a problem ever since I was a little boy. Actually, I think it's gotten worse as I've gotten older. I thought I had it under control, but I'm literally experiencing it right now, like literally this second.
Oh. And
That's Will Smith's new song with his first ever solo tour across Morocco, Europe, and the UK, based on the True Story tour. His first ever headliner as a solo music artist. That is the biggest piece of shite song I think I've ever heard. In my life. And the video looks like some high school students maybe did it.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, first of all, he's way too old to be doing I Like Pretty Girl songs.
well, it's only about 50, isn't
Well,
he?
he's got to be at least 50.
I would think.
At least 50.
It's so cringy and so gross.
Yeah.
Who said, you know what, Will? Yeah, this is going to be a big comeback for you. Yeah,
be
you should do
huge.
this. This is the plan. Wow.
It is pretty bad. There's no
Oh, my God.
pretty hard to get around.
I thought it was a joke. When I first heard the song, I was like, this has got to be a joke because that's pretty bad.
Okay, what did you say was it popping up on the screen?
Popping up on the screen.
I was going to look something up, see if it...
I don't know. Anybody? What did I say was popping up on the screen?
Whatever. Andy's still checking on it.
Anyway.
Whatever works, no question about it. Kostaki, you're going to... Oh, now Kostaki... Oh, you're not frozen up good.
He's
I thought he was
No, I'm here.
mesmerized by the song.
I mean, in the great Pantheon debate, I'm on the Chris Rock side, so I've always been kind of against Will Smith anyway.
Yeah.
There you go.
But yeah, that's not a good song.
That's not a good song.
Kostaki, can you figure out why he would have done that? What was the upside of him doing that to Chris Rock?
I've been sitting here thinking the whole time. I don't know. I don't know. I guess you just get in your head and you're embracing this role as the protector and you see something that's a threat. It seems inconceivable to me. I don't know.
It really does.
Well, it seems like his relationships with his entire family is very complicated and not very healthy. I don't think any of them are super mentally healthy. people.
Right.
I really don't. So
I mean, I'm mostly in the bar business, but I am tangentially connected to show business.
Yeah.
And I will say that, I having seen a little bit of it, I understand how things devolve in a person's life. I mean, your self-definition is so fleeting, in show business. It comes and goes so quickly sometimes. And it's so like subjective what good is.
yes, that's true.
And then you can easily find yourself in a situation where you're surrounded by yes men, and it's easy to get lost, I think, for people in that universe.
Yeah.
And of course, the universe sort of draws people who are a little off in the first place.
Yeah.
That is true.
So yeah, I'm surprised it doesn't happen more often. I have the same reaction whenever there's some crazy scandal or something that happens with an NFL player. I was like, I'm surprised it doesn't happen more often. These kids are coddled from the time they're 10.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
If you make it to the NFL, you were a giant superstar when you were 10 and 12 and 14 and 16 and 18 and 20 and then there's a giant pile of money and big bright lights and lots of pressure, and some of these kids come from underprivileged, disadvantaged, no dad homes. There's a lot of reasons that things get squirrely. I'm surprised there aren't more messy stories in the NFL and show business.
Andy.
Hello.
What about now?
Still not great, but it is what it is. There's nothing I can do. So
Well, what would cause that, Andy?
no clue.
This is going to be a call to Comcast.
Yeah, our internet speeds I'm testing, they're not good. They're horrible. So,
Why that is?
yep, time to call Comcast after the show.
I don't know because
Well, can we do a show?
Yeah, like the video apparently looks and sounds fine.
okay.
Oh,
So I'll just use the audio from the video. I'll download the video, use the audio, and then there you go.
Okay. Cool.
It'll be
Okey-dokey.
good enough.
I don't want any of these Bengals jokes to be thrown off by some technical glitch.
Yeah, there
By
you go.
glitches.
I
There you
worked
have it.
very hard writing 40 Bengals jokes.
Hey, whatever works. I gotta bring up one thing to you before we start, Kostaki, because you're in the comedy business, and I saw something. Bill Burr appeared on some other show, and he's just totally off the rails. I don't know what happened to him. It's unbelievable. But I said, Bill Burr, I was never a big fan because he's always had a kind of a, bitchy edge to him and all that. I mean, did you ever spend any time with him at all?
Very little. I've worked with him a couple of times. I did a set with him in Montreal, and then a million years ago when my old home club closed, the Atlanta Punchline, they had me in to like closing week. And Bill came in and closed one of the nights there, and I was on that show. I'm a big fan comedically, but man, every special has about a 7-minute rant that's so misogynistic. You just wince and you go, "What?
Yeah.
What are you doing?" He definitely has a penchant for that approach, which is weird to me, but.
No, the whole thing was just so weird because I was on X talking to some friends and all the rest of it, and I saw that he did an appearance, and I don't even remember where it was, but it was just not funny. And I said, my God, I mean, I just can't believe he's gotten to be, such a whiny, complaining pain in the ass.
Gotten to be a Rosie O'Donnell.
And what were the next two posts that I got? Tom, you're calling somebody else a whiny pain in the ass?
Oh, of course. Thank you, social media.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Bringing it back down.
So now I'm a whiny pain in the ass on my own show. I like that. It all works out in the end, right?
Yeah, I mean that he's getting in a lot of hot water recently because of the Saudi Arabia shows.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I'm kind of torn on that. As a comic, I feel like I should have a strong stance, and I could see both sides of this one.
Yep.
I think you could argue that doing comedy in Saudi Arabia pushes the westernization of the place, which will
Yeah,
likely
yep.
eventually lead to some of the other things improving. And you could certainly argue that it's not just that you're in a place that has poor human rights records, et cetera, but you're actually, in this case, they were actually hired by the government. It's not just it's not just a regime that was overseeing a culture that was being oppressed. It's the festival was put on by the government.
Well, the royal family owns every grain of sand.
Right.
So they don't do anything without the royal family being involved. Nothing gets done.
It's interesting. I think you could make a very strong argument that accepting money from that regime is immoral and you should just avoid it at all costs. I think that's a perfectly legitimate position. And I can see the side of, look, I'm a comic, I'm telling jokes, I'm writing a thing. They didn't tell me not to, I didn't have to clear my jokes with them or anything. I was creatively free. You know, it's a festival with, 100 good comics, and, we're celebrating comedy in a place that,
Was it in Dubai?
isn't perfect.
Was it in Dubai or somewhere
I
else?
believe it was Riyadh. I don't.
Oh, okay.
I didn't follow closely, but I think
Okay.
so.
Interesting.
I'm torn. I've sort of debated this with some friends, and I've got mixed feelings about it all.
Yeah.
But they
Well, I can
pay
see
a lot
that.
of money. It's
Right.
very hard to say no.
I mean, it's the same debate that the golf universe was having a few
Yeah.
years ago.
Right.
Yeah.
I get it. They're clearly trying to whitewash some of their other, things with sports and comedy and
Right.
Western culture, and but I think eventually that kind of stuff pushes away some of the old world. So I don't know. I'm torn.
Yeah, I think in Dubai anyway, women can drive now finally. Used to be that you would see women, and I went there and I spent like a week, and you'd see women with a little boy on their lap, because he was a male, so he could drive.
Yeah.
So he would be, she would actually be driving, but it looked like a male was driving the car, and that's all that mattered. That's
such
all
a
that
symbol
mattered.
of such a screwy culture.
It
yeah.
sure is.
It's really crazy.
Yeah, but I think they get to drive now finally.
You think so?
It's been years ago now, but there was a stretch of my life where I spent a lot of time in fertility clinics in Manhattan. And about every third time I was in there, I would see a woman in a burqa. And it's just astounding to me that you could have that universe collide with modern fertility clinic universe, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like I forget how it went, but I used to do a joke about it. Like, so the very least amount of assistance that you're getting in this building is that your husband goes into this room and masturbates into a cup, and they run it through a system that disperses the sperm from the semen, and then that eventually gets inserted into your cervix. But nobody in the lobby can see your chin. Like, how do you?
Nice.
I don't understand how you can make that work in your brain. Like,
Well, it is interesting because Arabia is a lot different than, let's say Afghanistan. Like in Afghanistan, women can't even see a male doctor. They can't. So if there's no female doctor, which of course they don't allow them to be educated, they just don't get care. It's just, it depends on where you are. I would say that Saudi Arabia is definitely more advanced than Pakistan, Afghanistan, all of those places. It really is just shocking. Just shocking how.
Yeah, it's hard for me to get my
you
head
just-
around.
It's hard to wrap your head around it, yes.
Yeah, I grew up in both of my parents were thoughtful feminists. My mom got a PhD in, at a time when that wasn't happening a lot.
Yeah.
And now I'm a girl dad, and I That stuff is hard for me to get my head around.
Yep. Me too.
Yep.
Me too.
So, shall we make fun of the Bengals?
Yeah. On a happier note. Well, or is it?
Yes.
Well, I was actually it was this morning. It was as late as this morning. I read the stat it really surprised me. The Bengals are allowing 33.3 points per game, which is the most by any team since 1966.
Oh, man.
Their defense is historically bad. The Bengals D is so generous at this point, the IRS is calling it a charitable organization. You see it. The defense is so soft, they just landed a sponsorship with Charmin.
Oh,
When the Bengals call cover zero, boy, they mean it. We are covering no one. The Steelers had the steel curtain, of course. The Bengals D is more of a shower curtain. You just peel it back, and it's fun. It's like a curtain of beads at the old Wendy's. It's very different.
Yes.
A yield sign would be a better defense than the Bengals defense. A fifth grade class Red Rover line would be a better defense. A saloon door. You got to slow down a little.
oh
bit,
yeah.
You know.
Swinging door. Sure.
Yeah. One of those blockades in Parcheesi, that would be a better defense.
Blockades and Parcheesi.
Yes, it's easy.
It's pretty specific. I was
It's
excited.
very-
I was excited when I thought of that. I was like, "Oh, see, that's an attempted defensive move." Yeah. A signed photo of Pete Rose would be a better defense. You could slip and fall on it. You know.
Sure.
Yeah. An actual Buckeye. You just set it down the field. It could trip somebody, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. One of those banners that the Pee Wee teams bust through at the beginning of the game. That's a better defense.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that stop a few kids.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it does occasionally. Yeah.
Yeah.
An old man wagging a finger.
Oh yeah.
The guy from Tiananmen Square stood in front of the tank with the briefcase. That would be that guy. That's better defense. A wet floor sign. You see, their defense isn't good.
Yes.
A pop-up that says "I'm not a robot." I mean, you got to stop and check the box. The Saints also are bad. The Saints are so terrible, the church is now quietly moving them to another parish.
Good move. Get rid of your Saints. Get rid of your Saints. I actually am quite surprised the Vikings did as well as they did against the Lions. Lions
JJ
are a
looked good.
team. He did. There's no question.
JJ had some life about him. Yeah,
Yep.
He had some spunk and some zest, and the passes looked good, and he got a bunch of different players involved, and I think that's hopeful.
I must agree with you on that one. I thought the Lions would kill them, and they played a very good game, no question.
Yeah, it's great. And the other team in the division, the Packers, wore their throwbacks. What'd you think of those, Tom? Did you see them?
Yeah. Yep, I saw it.
Faux
Yeah,
leather helmet painted
Yes.
with all the straps and everything.
They love to do that over there in Green Bay, They love doing that kind of stuff. There's no question.
Leather
Very
helmets. What,
Yeah.
I mean, did we think that was helping? When you think about an animal that's protected from head injuries, you think cow? What a weird. You just put cow skin on your head?
That'll
Imagine
do it.
explaining to the leather helmet era guys that someday there will be cushioned, high-tech, hard-shell helmets
Yes.
with female referees and black quarterbacks.
Yep. Yep, there you go.
No smoking on the sidelines. They'd be like, what?
Well,
What
the
is
thing
this
is, we
world?
had cushioned hard shell helmets in the past. They were called Knights.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why did we
2,000-ish years ago. I mean,
Why did we apply
it's not like
that
this is-
premise?
Yeah, it's not like this is new technology or anything like that.
Yeah, that's right. Were those cushioned on the inside?
Yeah, they actually had padding on the inside. It was
They
a hard.
did?
It was the metal shell, and then they had padding on the inside with leather inside.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so they knew about the whole cushioning thing. I mean, when your job is to go get hit with a mace in the face over and over, you're going to figure out pretty quick what works and what doesn't.
Indeed.
Necessity, the mother of
Yeah,
invention.
exactly. Well, I could just hope
Exactly.
it works, but
You could.
All right, can I get out on a silly joke?
I'd love it.
J.K. Dobbins said he wants to finish his career in Denver. But in the text era, it's hard to take anything he says seriously because his initials are J.K. He's just kidding.
Yeah, there you go. I want to come. JK.
Just kidding.
Beautiful.
Your new quarterback looks good, Tom. You should have some hope in your heart.
Oh, Jay, that was a great game.
Yeah, he was in before, and he played a great game, and we won. And then all of a sudden, he was gone, and all the cruddy quarterbacks came out. And now
Cruddy.
he's back.
Cruddy quarterback.
He's our only hope.
Yeah, you got that right.
He's the kid. He's the face of the franchise, maybe.
He is,
He's our
absolutely.
only hope.
Hopefully. We'll see.
He absolutely is. All right, we'll talk to you next week.
Yeah, I just talked to Andy about it a little bit offline. I'm going to be in Berlin. I'm going to see the Falcons
Oh, that's right.
Colts game. I'm flying out tomorrow. So hopefully we can arrange it, and I can do a little Zoom in from Germany and tell you about the game on Monday.
Love it.
So at 11 o'clock, it's going to be what, like 7-ish there?
It's
PM?
It's 6 hours ahead of
Oh,
Eastern.
it's only
So
6
7
ahead.
hours ahead.
So I
Okay,
think
so
it's
yeah.
7 for you guys.
7 hours ahead.
Yeah, so there you go.
It's my dream. I've been getting up so early to do radio my whole
I know.
life.
Yes.
And you go to Europe and you have breakfast and lunch, then you do radio. That's way better.
That's right,
Do
exactly.
your show and then go to bed. There you
We'll
go.
tune in,
Yep.
and Kostaki will be going, Schnell, Schnell.
It's all true.
I might go drinking that morning and then call you guys.
Oh, I like it. I like that. That's a good call. Hey, Tom, F you.
Ach, du lieber.
I can just hear
Ach, du lieber.
I can hear it now. All right, Pally, we'll have a safe trip, and we'll talk to you next week.
Thanks, guys. I'll see you.
Thanks a lot.
Bye.
Costaki Economopoulos, Quick Snaps, ladies and gentlemen.
Now we can give Kristyn her 4 minutes.
4
Or so.
minutes.
That's only she's got 4 minutes.
It's 10:56. We started late because of all these issues. Of course.
Yep.
issues. Well, maybe she can.
I come
stay
back
an
and
extra few
immediately
minutes.
everything is broken. How it works.
I know.
So Kristyn,
Somebody
if
said
you're
something on the chat
there-
about it's the area, that the area might be having outages or something.
Oh, really?
I wouldn't
That
doubt
does
it. I mean,
happen.
It seems to be better now. I can understand you, and you're not freezing. So
Well, that's
Oh.
good.
I don't
That's
know. We
good.
were just having like some momentary internet, problems.
Yeah, we had a little power outage for a second here too, and
We did.
I'm hearing drilling and all that again in the
Yep.
building. So
That's always fun. Kristyn's not showing up.
Okay, why don't I do this? Kristyn Burtt Entertainment News brought to you by.
There she is.
Yeah, I'm always
Kristyn?
there. I'm in the waiting room, so you just need to
Yep.
okay.
hit me.
All
I
right,
don't know
now
what
I'll
you're
do
putting
it.
on. Yep.
Kristyn Burtt Entertainment News brought to you by North American Bank Company. Go to nabanco.com to learn more. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. I can't tell you who it was, but you'd know the name if I said it. I was talking to a friend of mine. He's a big listener to the show, loves the show. And I had to hear at least 5 minutes about you.
I'm sorry.
5 minutes.
Kristyn Burtt is so wonderful. Oh, my God. She's just a great.
Yay, Kristyn.
Like, oh, God,
Kristyn
why?
getting some love.
Why do you have to tell
Look
me
at my
these
head.
things?
It's
That's a
not
good
sitting on
thing.
the screen anymore.
Exactly right. But yeah, you have several big time fans around here, and they always let me know.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You have a lot of fans here, no question.
I pay
All
them,
right.
but I appreciate it.
You pay them? Yeah.
I do. I pay them
That's
regularly.
nice. That's a nice touch. No doubt. So what's happening with you, sister?
We have the Sexiest Man Alive, People
Andy?
Magazine.
Yes, I am back. You're right.
Yes, welcome back, Andy.
And he's back.
Welcome
Absolutely.
back.
It's true. Who's the sexiest man alive? Do you know?
I do know. It is Jonathan Bailey from Wicked. So perfectly timed for the movie that comes out in 2 weeks.
What a coincidence.
How'd
Yeah.
that ever happen?
That could never
it's-
be.
For anyone who wants a little
accident.
behind the scenes tea on how Sexiest Man Alive is chosen, they kind of come up with a couple of people who they think would be good options. And then they approach their publicist or their team, their agent, their manager, and say, would they
Right.
be interested in it? Because you are required to do a photo shoot, you're required to promote it and do a sort of press circuit, whole junket situation. So it is kind of a win-win. And it makes sense that they would choose someone like Jonathan Bailey. He's got a big movie coming out. There's no reason he wouldn't say no. He gets to be on the cover of People magazine, and it's a win for people. And genuinely, people are pretty happy with that selection. So
There you go. So that's good. Now, what time do you have to be out?
I've got some time. So if you need to take
You
a
got
break,
5 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Good. Glad to hear it because I didn't want to dump you already.
Dump you.
Well,
I
I
just
just
hang
meant
out in
get
the
out
living
of the
room.
segment. I didn't mean dump her. I meant hang out in the segment. Anyway, back to Kristyn Burtt, who's going to be here at least 5 more minutes. Thank God.
Exactly. I will be here. So, yes, you can all pick up your issue of People magazine. Who buys it on the newsstand anymore? You can also read it at people.com.
Yeah. No, that's exactly
The
right.
last time you bought a People magazine, Kathryn?
I don't think I ever have anyway. I usually
You didn't?
I remember the only time I would ever read People magazine is if I was at a doctor's office. They were
Yeah.
always in the doctor's
Yeah.
offices.
Yeah.
And that ended with COVID. Like all the magazines are gone.
Oh,
and
yeah, you're
every
right, they
once in a
are.
while, people would leave them on an airplane. You know, you'd see.
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
they
don't-
wouldn't pick them up back in those days. But I haven't seen a leftover magazine or newspaper in.
I used to
many,
buy
many
Vanity
years.
Fair, People, Us Weekly. Those were, and In Style. Those were like my 4 that I would grab and take with me on the plane. Now you're like, eh.
Yeah, Vanity Fair. No, wait a minute. I think it's Teen Vogue. They just folded.
Yeah, well, they just
Apparently.
fired like their entire staff, basically.
I think it's gone.
It's
Well,
gone.
they folded Teen Vogue into Vogue, and they laid off a majority of their political team, which was kind of a bummer because they were really keeping people, at 13 to 18 in that sort of age range. It's probably like 13 to 16, really, that read Teen Vogue.
Right.
Just in the loop of what was happening and how it would impact them at their age. And so you don't have that voice any longer because they're not going to carry that over to Vogue.
I don't know of any teenage girls that have
I
read
don't.
Vogue. And
That's the thing. I don't think
ever.
anyone was actually reading it, were they?
Maybe
In
online.
terms of online, it was very well. A lot of their articles would go viral alongside the political commentary. I think that was like the big one. Unfortunately, they're just going to focus on fashion, and that's going into Vogue. And Vogue is undergoing a lot of changes themselves. Anna Wintour is retiring at the end of the year. And
Finally, what is she, 120?
I wonder how
God,
old she
she's
is.
been
She
there
must be in her 70s.
forever.
Anna Wintour.
Who is Anna Wintour? I've never even heard of her. She is 76.
She's only 76. I feel like she's been around since before my time. Okay.
Andy, she's Miranda Priestley in The Devil Wears Prada. Like that is the character was based
okay.
off of her. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what.
She was the editor-in-chief since 1988. So
Yeah.
she was there for a while.
Very long time. And Chloe Mall is the new editor in chief. And if people don't know, she has very famous parents. Anyone know?
Sorry.
The
No.
Adam
Mall
Clayton Powell.
of America.
Her parents. Louis Mall. Who's her dad? Director.
Oh.
And her mother is
I don't know.
Candice Bergen.
Oh.
Louis Mall.
I'm
So
not
it's
Googling these people.
it's a nepo
Mall.
baby job.
It is a nepo baby job.
Okay.
She's very good at what she does, though. So hopefully she's younger. So she's 39, I think, 38, 39. So she'll
She is
bring some
39,
fresh
yes.
eyes.
Actually, she's about to turn 40 in 4 days.
What?
Happy
Yeah.
birthday,
Who
Chloe
is?
Mall.
Chloe Mall, the new editor-in-chief.
So I share
Vogue.
a birthday with her?
No, November 8th.
Oh, it's 8th. It's on Saturday.
Yes.
Yep, I'm on November 7th. I looked like I wasn't even going to get one this year, but now I am, so that's good. Glad to hear it.
Why wouldn't you have gotten a birthday?
Well, it's getting so late in the week, I figured we just kind of slide right by. One of those
Friday.
kind
Who's
of-
got the energy?
What?
Okay, I don't get it. But okay.
Whatever works.
What are you talking
Whatever.
about?
No one knows.
Nobody knows. That's very,
No.
very true. No question about it.
Explain yourself.
And the new trailer for Sesame Street came out because it premieres next Monday, and it looks really cute. They've made some changes, though. So anyone who has
Oh, yeah?
kids or grandkids, yeah. So it's no longer going to be that magazine format where it's like little short clips of, like little segments. It's now going to be two 11-minute segments of a story, and then in between there's an animated series. And it's still staying at 30 minutes. Netflix will drop 4 episodes 3 times throughout the year. So the first batch comes out on November 10th, which also aligns with the 56th anniversary of the show. So
Ethan
Yeah.
never got into Sesame Street. We have the PBS Kids app that he plays games on sometimes, and he plays the Sesame Street games, so he's aware of them, but he's never once watched it or shown any interest in watching it.
Neither were you or Alex.
Yeah,
Your
I never
Reading
really watched it.
Rainbows was and
Reading
Mr.
Rain-
Rogers is what you guys liked.
Reading Rainbow has a new host too, so it's everything
Yeah.
is sort of shifting. But I think that this new format may appeal to Alpha Gen. So we'll see how it goes, because it
Right.
does feel much different than the classic episodes that we are used to, and it's no longer an hour show. It's switched to a half-hour format back in 2016.
There you go.
Sesame Street was an hour long.
It was an hour
Yeah.
long. Yep.
Wow, that's
Even
that
back
seems
in
a
your
little much.
era, Andy.
Yeah.
Well, but like we said, I guess I wouldn't know. I did have Sesame Street Countdown on the NES though, so.
Yeah, and all the new episodes will drop on PBS Kids as well on the same day. So there's no financial barrier to anyone.
There you have it.
We
All
like
right.
PBS Kids.
So, do you have a nice Halloween and everything?
Yeah, I had a busy weekend. We had a wedding, and
Yeah.
I had a friend's birthday party down at the Terranea Resort. Anyone who knows the Terranea, it is stunning right there on the cliffs of Palos Verdes. Outside, it was beautiful, overlooking the ocean.
Not bad. So you have a terrible life. That's what you're saying.
It's horrible. I mean, when my friends like, I'm having my birthday party at the Terranea, I'm like, I'm all in. If I have something going on, I will cancel and I will be there.
There you
It's
go.
really fun to celebrate.
All right. We'll have you for the full half hour tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I'll be there tomorrow.
Magnificent. Thank you. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Bye.
Sounds good. Have a good one.
Kristyn Burtt Entertainment News brought to you by North American Banking Company. Go to nabanco.com to learn more. Member FDIC equal housing lender. Take a break. Be right back in a couple of minutes. I think Sandy will be with us. We'll see.
Yep, he's almost
Perfect.
ready.
Perfect. From Bradshaw and Bryant, Michael Bryant. What's up, Pally?
Oh, not much. Doing my usual thing of telling people they shouldn't be texting and driving. In Minnesota, you can't have your phone in your hands. You can use, hands free, but you can't have your phone in your hand for whatever reason. And that's why they made the law the way they did, so that police officers could see a phone in your hand and you got no excuse for why you got it there.
Do people know that that's the law?
I hope so. I mean, they used to follow it, and then kind of COVID kind of made people forget. And now it's like a freewheeling world out there with cell phones.
Let's say you get pulled over because you do have a phone in your hand and you're not watching where you're going. You got to be in pretty big trouble then, I would guess.
Well, the first one's not as bad. It's the multiple ones, the problem. And once people start stacking them up, then they have a big problem. And then what we're doing in car accidents is we've started bringing motions for punitive damages, because I'm trying to use the civil law any way we can to stop this, because it needs to stop.
Whenever I'd had any problems in my life, who was that I called again? It was like an MB, something like that.
Bradshaw and Bryant.
Let me tell you about my bank, North American Banking Company. When it comes to banking, it's all about trust, and that's what you get with them. They've been around since 1998. They've always made it clear they're here to give you a better banking experience with a focus on the local community. And you won't be dealing with some AI chatbot either. You'll get straight answers and quick decisions from real people that know you and your situation, and are always ready to help. So if you're tired of the big national banks and want something better, stop by and see my friends at North American Banking Company. Visit nabanco.com to learn more. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Ladies and gentlemen, Bob Sansevere Sports brought to you by Bradshaw and Bryant, personal injury lawyers seeking justice for the injured. Contact Bradshaw and Bryant at minnesotapersonalinjury.com. Sandy, how are you?
Just lovely.
Oh, that doesn't sound very convincing.
No, the dogs got out. They're always digging out from under the backyard.
Yeah, our dog does that.
So two of them have been found, and they're out looking for the other two.
Oh,
You're
God.
kidding.
Well, because they just we'd have to put a fence like several feet in the ground so they can't dig
Yeah.
under it.
They
But
have
you
these
do-
like metal things that you can just like put into the ground
Yeah.
at the fence line. That usually works pretty well.
Well, right now the barn door is open and the horses got out in the sense, so I have to work. No, not the horses, the dogs, but I'm using it as an expression. I have to do something about it. And what I thought about is maybe I should get boulders and ring the fence with that, because they can't dig under a boulder.
Yeah, you can line your fence line with rock too, but it makes it a lot bigger of a pain to
Do an
mow.
electric fence for the dogs.
Well,
That's expensive.
it's
Not
not
that
just.
bad.
We've tried that when we lived in Orono, and it, for whatever reason, it didn't seem to work.
Well, we had Jack Russells, and they would, if I went down to the barn and tried to leave them in the yard up at the house, little Nipsey, the littlest
Nipsey.
Jack Russell you've ever seen in your life, you could see him steel himself to run through the fence line and get the shot.
He just took it.
He would
because it was
he'd be
worth
like,
it.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And all of a sudden you'd hear, yipe! And he'd leap through it to get to me. Little shit.
Oh,
Unbelievable.
Nipsey.
That was amazing. No question about
It is maddening. So, but anyway.
Yes. And
Until
scary. Scary when you're out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hopefully they, I mean, we have a lot of acreage, so hopefully they're somewhere on the acreage.
Yes.
The acreage, not near the road. So.
Right.
All right.
Scary.
Anyway, your sports, eh? You know,
Sports, eh?
the Vikings, you know what's amazing about them? It surprised many of us, but it certainly shouldn't stun us because you can't count on this team to do what you think they're going to do.
No.
So many people think, oh, they're right. They've turned the corner. Well, let's see what happens Sunday against
Yes.
Baltimore because maybe they did, maybe they didn't. They did have the advantage of having both tackles, which they haven't had this year for any periods of time. And the defense, maybe with Blake Cashman, Riddle, Van Ginkel, and Jonathan Grenard at linebacker, that made a difference. Their run defense has been abysmal until Sunday when they faced the best running back tandem in football.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
I mean, it's odd that this team can – where's that been all year is the question that you have to ask yourself.
Well, look at the people they started at quarterback, and I hate to do this. You know, that's one thing that it is kind of painful for me, whether it's baseball, football, you know, any sport that I follow.
Yeah.
When a young guy steps in there at quarterback and things don't work too well for a couple of games and you got to be pulled out, yeah, he didn't win any games, but that's got to be very tough. You dedicate your life to playing professional football, and you've just found out basically that maybe that's not going to be working out for you.
What are you talking about now? What do you mean? Which guy?
What's that kid from North Dakota? What the hell, Trevor? What was it?
Oh, Trey Lance.
Trey Lance. Yeah, there you go.
The one that the Niners picked with the 3rd overall pick.
Yeah,
That one?
well,
Yeah,
no, I'm
with
talking
Cal-
about the one that played with that started with the Vikings. He's from
just now? Carson Wentz?
Carson Wentz. There you go. That's who it is.
He actually won a
There-
couple of games for him, but I mean, he
Yeah.
he didn't have the benefit of the line being healthy. And
No.
I mean, and I have said since they drafted him, I think that J.J. McCarthy could be a really good quarterback, but he needs time. Now, he played like a guy who has not had 3 starts. He played like a guy who's been playing for a while. He really played well,
Yep.
and if he can continue that, then they have a chance. But the defense has to continue what it did, too.
Yes.
You
right.
can't count on this team, though. I mean, that's the problem. Right now, they're in a position where in the NFC North, any team can win. I mean, what's a game and a half that's separating them? 5-2-1 is what the Packers lose to Carolina, which the Packers play to the level of the competition, like the Vikings have done for many years.
Yep. That's
and
true.
to lose to Carolina is absurd. But then again, if you're in Detroit, to lose to the Vikings is absurd. That made
I
no
agree.
sense to them. So, but what happens going forward? If they beat Baltimore, then maybe we can start to think, hey, maybe they have turned the corner.
Yeah,
If they're gonna
that'd be
beating-
great.
They would have beaten Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry. You know, one of the best quarterbacks in the league, and certainly one of the most bruising running backs. So we'll see where it goes.
Well, it's at least something to look forward to because the beginning of this season was horrendous.
Yes, for this week, you've got something to look forward to.
Exactly. Finally.
Yeah, finally, there's something good to look forward to. And then, you know, I don't want to go off on to get away from the Vikings too much, but you know that this year the Twins are going to probably beat the Dodgers in the World Series. You know,
You think
that they've
coming
got-
up?
Well, yeah, now that they've got a manager who has more than 100 losses than he has wins, I think they finally figured that out.
What is that? Why would you hire someone who has lost 100 more games than he's won?
Because he wanted the job.
Oh, God.
I mean, they were not going to get a terrific manager.
No,
and this
they
guy,
were
he
not.
had been a bench coach here, but still, I mean, why get rid of Rocco? It's not like this moves the needle with fans. Oh, look who we got. We're going to be unbelievable.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
Why
not-
has Minnesota always been that way? We have these magnificent teams. They're very, very good. And then the owners just have to destroy it because they don't want to pay the money.
Well, it's the poll ads.
And it is,
And,
isn't it?
I mean, the other owners in town have paid the money, But the poll
Yep.
ads, maybe they overshadow everything else because they've been so cheap over the years. I mean, Glenn
Yep.
Taylor, in the NBA, they've done things that should make them better, just hasn't. And hockey,
Yeah,
too.
that's true.
They've made some swings, but they've been misses. And the Vikings, you really can't complain that they haven't spent money because they have.
Right, they have.
The
Yep.
Wilfs tried to put a team together. It's really the Twins who have failed so miserably.
Yeah, that's very true.
You know,
Yeah, and who's the new manager?
Derek Shelton.
Derek Shelton. And he's got a horrible record from what I understand.
If in Pittsburgh, it was he lost more than 100 games than he won. And I'll look it up quick here and see what exactly what it was. It's incredible though that but here there's a finite number of guys who want the job, right?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
And that's part of the problem they have. That, if you don't, you got to find a good manager, and it's not easy to find a good manager when you have what they've been doing. So
Bob, I have to ask you a question. I guess I'm asking everybody this question.
my computer's all goofed up, so maybe Andy could look up his record.
Well, it's no big deal.
Whose record am I looking up?
Derek Shelton.
Derek Shelton.
Let's see. How are we doing, Derek? Let's see. .41 winning percentage.
Oh, God.
Is that
Whoops.
good?
No.
No, it is not.
Okay, then.
What is the actual record? Because it's a
306 to
400.
440.
Yeah, look at that. 306 and
To
400.
440.
Yep.
This guy lost over
100. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Almost 150 games difference.
150 game difference. Almost.
Let's get him. How about the Twins?
Let's
High
go
five.
get him.
Hey, we got Shelton.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Isn't that fun?
And by the way, they were the first of the teams needing a manager to get a manager. So I think it tells you how many just didn't want it that were any good.
Yeah, that's probably
Potentially
true. Yeah.
So
Unfortunately, that is the case. Why do we always have to deal with such crap as Minnesota sports fans? I mean, Vikings have never won a Super Bowl. We haven't won an NBA title since, I think, 1961 it was.
yes, but the Vikings did win an NFL championship. And then they had to play that exhibition game against the Chiefs.
The exhibition game, yes. I forgot about that. Yeah, I'm still a big fan of the Vikings. I don't know why, to tell you the truth, because what it all started is when my brother came home from Vietnam. I had no idea what the Vikings even were. But then I started watching the Viking games with my older brother Terry, and it was a weekly joyful incident. We'd maybe grill out during the warmer days, have some grilled hamburgers and hot dogs and watch a game. It was a wonderful way to watch a football game. It really was.
Well, and when you watch, it was like a little 19-inch screen. And if you had a 19-inch, you were living large.
It's absolutely true.
What was a big screen TV in the like 60s and 70s? It would have been maybe a 25 inch screen.
I was gonna say probably like 24, 25.
Well, I had one of the first projection TVs in town, as a matter of fact.
How big did
And
that
I got
go?
that like 45 years ago. I think I was like 26, 25, 26, something like that. And the problem is with projection televisions, it was a huge screen. It was a beautiful screen, and the rest of it. The problem is there was a little flaw in one of the three color, the three color lights that all lined up.
RGB.
There was a flaw on one of them, which then, of course, was projected on the screen because it went through the lens of the light, right?
Yeah.
And I won't say which one it was, but he might have been one of my brothers. Decided he'd try to scrub that off the screen.
Oh, off the screen?
He left a hole about that big.
What?
Off the screen, not the light.
Not how it works.
He destroyed the screen.
Yeah, I would say so.
Unbelievable. It was just unbelievable.
I'm only 39, and I remember I had a friend in college, and I went over to her dorm room one time, and we watched TV. She had like an 8-inch black and white TV.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, even if I was like, what year are we living in right now? I think it was just like something she found in her parents' garage and took or something. But I'm like, the fact that people made these at some point just mystified me.
Well, I grew up with like a 13-inch screen in my room, and it was thrilling. to have.
Sure.
I think those were, yeah. I mean, what would you say the size of the TV? Remember, you know that room that used to be Alex and my room and then turned into like an upstairs living room kind of thing?
Yeah.
We had that TV in there. It was a pretty small one. What would you say that was? Like 20-inch tops?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I used that thing for 18 years of my life.
Yeah. I wouldn't let the kids have cable or anything like that up in their rooms. It was either videos or video games, which in retrospect I shouldn't have done the video games
Well,
either.
there wasn't that wasn't in our rooms when it was.
I know,
our
but it was
rooms
up
yet.
there.
It was up there, but I didn't play it like at night. When it was bedtime, I stayed in my room. I mostly read Goosebumps books all night.
You did.
Yeah, you love Goosebumps.
And
That was
Animorphs.
good.
Loved Animorphs and
That was good.
Goosebumps.
When I travel, this is my screen.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
You
That's
can't
very
get
true.
TV in some of these remote places that I go for horse shows.
That's the thing.
Very
But
true.
I mean, the phone screen is so much more clear than any TV was.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
any
Oh, yeah.
TV is honestly in a lot of cases because those phone screens are so high density. They still look great. Whereas before, it's like you couldn't tell what was going on in most TV shows unless you had a giant TV.
That's
Yep.
true.
Hey, speaking of TV shows, Tom, are you up to date or been watching Tulsa King?
I think we're up to date.
Either that or we have one more episode to be up to date if another one came out recently.
Well, one came out Sunday. Did you see that?
Yeah,
one?
no, we didn't see that one.
Okay.
So we have not seen that one.
I was talking to Mike Bryan about it. It's become farcical.
Has it really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
this isn't the best year.
No, it's
like
not.
they're just throwing stuff against the wall, and it's just
Yep.
I will watch the entire season, but it's by far the worst because things that happen make no sense.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
and if I were the attorney general in Oklahoma, I would be suing Tulsa King for making me look like a fool, even though you're not the guy. Wait until you see what they do to the attorney general in this episode.
Really?
Oh, it's just unbelievable to be, such a buffoon.
Yeah, that show's not as good as it was the last 2 years.
No, and I think this might be the last year, or should.
Probably. Probably.
The show that is just off the charts good is the mayor of Kingstown. This
Oh,
fourth
God,
season
yes.
is
Oh,
kick-
yeah.
I mean, it is just
Yep.
flowing.
It's really, really good.
So we'll see how it plays out.
All right, why don't we take a break here? Be right back. What time do you have to be out by, Bob?
Well, you don't go. You only got another 10 or 15, right?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean,
works
we
for you?
started late, but
If that works for you, give you
He's
another
got to
10
go get on the ATV and look for dogs.
yeah.
No, I think they found him. I
Oh,
got it.
good.
Oh, good.
Well, that's good.
That's
Yeah.
good.
All right.
All right, we'll take a quick break. Be right back. More with Bob Sansevere right after this. I'm talking with my friends Michael Bilski and Brad Huckle of North American Banking Company. Guys, business owners have had to deal with a lot over the last few years, haven't they?
They sure have, Tommy. We pride ourselves on being able to help our customers with the challenges they face.
Our business bankers are experts and are always ready to help our customers capitalize on opportunities and solve problems.
Loan decisions come quickly because they're made here in the Twin Cities and not shipped out of state like at some of the national banks in town.
This allows our customers to expand their businesses with confidence, knowing that they have our team of experts in their corner.
Okay, so now you give me this big thing at the end. Way to go.
Well, you are the professional.
Oh, I forgot. Look, I know Brad and Mike, and I trust them with my banking. They've personally delivered on everything they've just said, so why not bank with my banker? North American Banking Company, a better banking experience, member FDIC, equal housing lender. South Dakota, one of the most business-friendly states in the country, as a matter of fact. There's no better place to settle down and take advantage of these incentives than in Sioux Falls. As the state's largest city with a metro population over 290,000, Sioux Falls has low business costs with a high quality of life. There's no state, corporate, or personal income tax, no inheritance tax, and no limits to what your business can achieve. South Dakota ranks among the top 10 states in the U.S. for tax friendliness, hardest working, healthcare, and doctors, most popular to move to, inbound state for movers. Spotlights on Sioux Falls, listed in the 50 best places to live for families. The fastest growing Midwest metro, one of the best places to raise a family, and one of the best small cities for Gen Z workers. National fourth top inbound city people move to. So how does South Dakota stack up against other states? We rank second in the nation for the lowest cost of doing business, the most business-friendly state, and the best business tax climate. And as South Dakota's biggest city, Sioux Falls is at the center of these benefits. Visit www.siouxfallsdevelopment.com. rocking out, man.
Sounds like Sonic CD music.
There you
Not
go.
that you would know.
What's
Trust
going
me,
on,
it does.
Sandy?
Hold on.
I'm talking to. Hold on, Tom. I got to disconnect here from this. Okay, thank you. I'm sorry.
I mean,
Would
that
you
was
place
good.
a bet?
Well, no, because I'm president of the Buffalo Rodeo, and if you are looking for a tent, Metro Tent Rental is the place to go. Their prices are so much better than anyone. They do Winstock, they do the big car show at the state fair. They do a lot of the state or the county fairs. But she was calling me to see if we needed a tent for a band. We got killed on the band last year because we were up against Winstock, and I think that might have affected people staying afterward to listen.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
So anyway, I'll have to call her back and explain why I gave her the bum's rush, but I didn't want to let it go to voicemail, and then when I call back, I don't get her. So I thought I could wrap it up. My apologies.
Close enough.
okay.
You got to do what you got to do, man.
Hey, now Tom, I don't know if any of you noticed, but for 6 months I had a beard. I shaved it yesterday, and nobody in my family, not my wife, not my two daughters,
Didn't
not
notice?
my son, nobody noticed or said a word. So they don't even look at me. I don't
Apparently not.
No.
Well, like 10 years ago, we were still like going over. We were still going over to like your guys' house a lot. You still lived in Golden Valley. And like 10 years ago, I just decided one day to give contacts a try. And I came over, and for the first time in probably known memory, you guys saw me without glasses, but no one actually said anything. And I was like, huh.
It's exactly what I meant. And I mean, we have a friend that, daughter comes to the barn. She got contacts, and I noticed instantly she didn't have her glasses on. Because it's something different. But I mean, I'm right up against them. I'm even like in Mary's face. And she said today, and I said, because I was saying, Mary, you're not very observant. I'm very observant. I said, oh, really? Take a look at me. He's like walking away. But then she said, I knew you shaved. But you didn't say anything because I don't think you know.
There you go. You may be
Well,
right.
there is something about seeing somebody every single day. It's like you see them, but you're not like you're not critically looking at them. You're not looking for differences. Like somebody you haven't seen in a long time. You've got this picture in your head what they look like last time you saw them, and then now it's like when you see somebody you haven't seen somebody in 6 months and they've lost a ton of weight, you're going to notice. But when somebody loses weight right in front of you, it's not that noticeable.
If you shaved your head, I think Tom would notice. And say,
I would. I definitely would.
But would you notice if
I
Tom
have a cone head, so he'd for sure.
Does Tom wear hats all the time that you might not notice as quickly? Or is it just because you haven't, you haven't bathed and washed your hair yet?
Haven't bathed. Thank you.
Well, I notice stuff like if you haven't shaved in a couple of days, but it's like I
today.
said, but I'm not looking at you critically. I don't know. It's a different thing.
I was talking to somebody today about getting up real early. He goes, well, I don't. I got up early, but I didn't get up that early. I don't shower because I don't have to wash my hair. So I don't have it.
There you go.
So he may have just done the, under the armpits.
The pits and the crotch.
In there. Yeah.
You got to do the crotch. I'm sorry, but you gotta do it.
Well, you need, like when I've gone on horse shows with my daughter, I try to take a shower, but if I can't, pits. You have 2 different towels though, or washcloths.
Yeah.
One for the pits, one for the crotch. You don't want to be mixing.
No, you don't want to be mixing that. You're
Any exit polling that we should know about?
Oh, that's right. It's voting day, isn't it?
Why this is so unpredictable? Because of that stupid voting system they have in St. Paul and
Rank
Minneapolis.
choice? Yeah.
Yeah. Where you write
Rank
down
choice.
3 names.
You don't. You write down your candidate. That's all you
what I
write
would
down.
do.
You do not do the ranked vote crap because that's all garbage.
If this Fateh wins, the city deserves it because that's who they voted for.
Yeah,
I looked. Did you know that? What percentage of the city do you think is Somali? Because you think, he'll be getting
12%.
Certain areas it's high, like in Cedar Riverside area, it's
But
high.
I mean, the city that would actually people that would be voting.
Oh, probably 10%.
Can't even be that high.
Under
there's no
5?
way.
Yep. And
That we know about.
Faribault is the highest percentage. It's
Oh.
And by the way, if he does win, I would almost guarantee that, or there should be a. No, this is in New York where it should be, not here. In New York, if that Modani wins, there will be legal challenges. He appears on the ballot twice.
What?
Yep.
Yes,
He
as a
appears on the
Democrat.
ballot twice. He's the first one, and he appears twice, and then Cuomo is like added at the very end, and
Yes.
then Adams, who's not even running, is on the
Withdrew.
ballot.
He's on the ballot. They never took him off the ballot.
Yeah.
But to have Mondami on the ballot twice,
Yes.
that is, I mean, there will be lawsuits if he
Yeah,
wins.
and then in certain voting precincts, there's been bomb threats being called in.
God.
Some
Yes,
of
there
the
has.
some of the machines aren't working. It's the same old garbage. It's the same old garbage. And they also found out that Mondami has been getting some very, very disturbing funding.
Oh, God.
And that's a fact. That is a fact.
But if he gets elected, it'll be interesting to see if New York goes the way he claims it's going to go.
Well, they're already estimating if he gets in that something like 750 to a million people are going to get out of New York. And I mean, everybody in our building is from
752
New
million?
York. Huh?
Is that
750,000 to a million
Oh,
people have
okay.
said that they're leaving New York. And it's like, well, then you better get out there and vote.
Well, here's the problem, though. Those people leaving are probably that top 1% that he thinks is going to fund everything, like
Yep.
the
Oh, yeah.
city-owned grocery stores
Yep.
and
Oh,
everything that's going to be free.
Well, the UK, they're having a lot of people wanting to leave too because of all the unchecked crime and the two-tier justice system and all the stuff that's going on with their immigration policies.
Yep.
And they're trying. The last thing that they came up with is that they're going to start taxing people 20% of their wealth before they go.
Yep.
It's
Well,
like, no, you don't
this
get
is-
to do that.
I think maybe this country needs this to happen in some of these cities.
Yeah.
For people
need
to wake up
Yeah.
and to see how bad it can get by having progressives, communists, and socialists in power.
Yep.
I would say the UK is pretty damn bad.
It's doing very badly.
That
Well,
Tony
they-
Robbins that was had to do time for speaking against illegal immigration. He had another lawsuit against him, and Elon Musk funded him, and he just found out that he is not going to jail for 40 years or whatever they were going to put him.
Yeah.
I mean, the
for
freedom of
free-
speech is gone in the UK. It is gone.
Well, and they elected a Muslim mayor who has
Yeah.
some views that are not exactly mainstream.
No.
Unbelievable.
No, and it just all those rape gangs and how Keir Starmer has covered them up, and all, it's just such a freaking mess. I don't understand how people can even be putting up with this government. I don't even get it.
It's lunacy.
It is absolute
Oh,
lunacy.
listen to Bob. It's lunacy.
I tell you,
Is that it?
the
all
world
there
gone
is.
mad.
All right, just for that, I'm kicking you off the show.
See you later.
All right, Bob.
Go find your
will.
dogs.
Talk to
Yeah.
you next
Found
week.
'em.
Oh,
Yeah, we'll
go,
see you next week.
Go reinforce your fences.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go. But we'll do that. All right, we'll see you.
Thanks, Bob.
Bye.
Bob Sansevere Sports brought to you by Bradshaw and Bryant, personal injury lawyer seeking justice for the injured. Contact Bradshaw and Bryant at minnesotapersonalinjury.com. Bob Sansevere Sports sponsored by Bradshaw and Bryant, personal injury lawyers. We'll be right back. Wrap things up right after this.
Hold on. I wasn't expecting that. And I'm
What do you
also
mean?
still not doing great. But
It's still not doing great.
no, it's been awful. Like, we can tell you all about our weekend when we come back if everyone wants to hear that sort of thing.
Yeah, there
I
you go.
don't know. Like, how much do people know about what's been going on in our house?
We said you were sick. I think we might have mentioned norovirus, but I'm not sure if we revealed that. I don't remember what we said.
Yeah, it's been rough, but yes, we'll be back in a moment.
All right. Bradshaw and Bryant, Michael Bryant. Michael, what's up?
Dealing with another case where a person gave a statement to the adjuster because they thought the person was really friendly.
Is that a good idea?
Well, the problem is they know the law when they call you up. And while you're trying to be fair and you're trying to get help, the reality is there are questions you get asked that the way you answer them make a big difference. And people put themselves in trouble. And when they aren't in trouble, they didn't do anything wrong, but suddenly the adjuster's got a statement that can blow up their case completely.
What has caused people to be so untrustworthy, I guess is the best way I could put it. They take advantage.
Well, insurance companies have hired adjusters whose job it is to deal with unrepresented people. So they're supposed to kind of lure them in, call them every day, see how they're doing. And people are like, oh, I'm doing pretty good. Where the reality is they've kind of adjusted to their problem that they've got going on. So it's not that they're completely better, but the way they say it gets to be a problem. And that's why having somebody who can explain your rights, represent you, make sure that you understand the law before you give a statement can make a big difference in your case.
Michael Bryant, Bradshaw and Bryant. Family owned since 1933 in historic Northeast Minneapolis, serving steaks, prime rib, chops, fresh fish, and seafood to generations of Minnesotans. I'm talking about Jack's, of course. The holiday season just right around the corner, and there's no better time to celebrate at Jack's. Private company parties, traditional family dinners, old friends, or even a date night after shopping, Jack's is extra special. Just before Thanksgiving, all the holiday lights and decorations will be in place, ready for your dining experience. Don't forget the special events coming up. Jack's annual Hunter's Dinner on November 4th. Boy, that's tomorrow.
Oh, yes, it is.
November 4th, isn't that today?
Wait. Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's today. You're right.
Yes,
It's
yes,
today.
yes.
You're absolutely right. It is
Make
today.
your reservations now.
Exactly. Thanksgiving dinner, breakfast with Santa on December 6th, 13th, and 20th. Holiday buffet brunch, December 21st. New Year's Eve and New Year's Day celebrations as well. Visit jackscafe.com for all the latest updates and for making reservations.
I'm liking this 90s PlayStation music
Yeah, it
vibe
is.
that they got going on.
Yeah, there you go.
Interesting
all
because it's
works
the
on here.
the same sort of thing that I've been generating for many days, but today it's just very I don't know.
Nice
Good
and
stuff.
peppy.
Yep.
There you have it. All right, any closing words?
Let's see. We had one person in the chat recommended you guys check out the Waterway Cafe. That's
Waterway
you know the
Cafe.
Trader Joe's in Palm Beach Gardens,
Yeah.
right next to it.
Oh,
It's
Oh,
on
right
PGA
there.
Boulevard, like a couple blocks to the east.
the Waterway Cafe. I'll never remember.
And
it.
what do
I'm
they
gonna
got?
Write it down.
What do they
I'll
got?
put it in my notes.
They got
Any-
water.
Next
they got
time we
whey,
go up there.
They got water and they got whey, both.
and they probably got cafe.
Curds and whey.
Yeah, you know what? I haven't been up to the Trader Joe's in a while. I do
No.
love that Trader Joe's.
That's
I
a
wish there
good
was one
Trader Joe's.
closer.
It's true.
It looks pretty nice. It's right on the waterway, hence the name.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? There's just not. There used to be some restaurants with ocean views, and now the only ones around here that have ocean views are the one owned by the county
Yeah, right.
on the county golf course.
Well, it's technically not an ocean view; it's the waterway. So,
So
the
it's probably on the
you got-
intercoastal.
Well, you got the intercoastal, and then there's a waterway that juts out like that.
Is it by
Like in-
Carmine's?
Is it by Carmine's? Where is Carmine's? Carmine's is extremely close to it. It's adjacent
Okay.
to it, in fact. So yes.
Oh, I think I know exactly where they're talking about because Carmine's has a restaurant, and you can see that.
Yep, that's
You
the
can
same
see
waterway.
it right there. Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
So yeah, there you go.
Okay.
One person in the chat wanted to know if you've spent any time in Cocoa Beach.
Nope.
You mean never?
I've never been to Cocoa Beach.
I have. I've been to Cocoa Beach.
That's up north, right?
Is it?
I mean,
No, it's
is
down
it-
by Miami, I thought.
Is it?
Cocoa
I don't know. I have no idea. We don't
Cocoa
leave our
Beach
zip code too often.
No, it's by Orlando.
Oh, it's by Orlando. Okay.
But
Oh,
it's on the ocean, isn't it?
Kind of by Orlando. Yeah, it's on the ocean.
So near Melbourne, maybe.
Yes, very close
Okay.
to it.
There you go.
Well,
You got it all
relatively
straightened
close
away.
to it.
There's a place called Hutchinson Island I want to go spend a weekend at someday. Hutchinson Island is
Hutchinson
about 2
Island.
hours north of here. It's supposed to be very relaxed and very old, kind of old Florida still.
You notice what she said, Andy? She said, I want to go.
She did.
Well, I haven't told you about
Didn't
it yet,
include
so I don't know if
me
you
in
want to
the
go.
conversation.
I didn't know if you'd want to go.
I want to
Well, I mean,
go.
we've been down to the Keys. I love going down to the Keys, but it would be nice to go do some
Yeah,
other
some new
area and
thing.
look at some other areas in
Yeah.
Florida.
Yeah.
Florida's a very
Not a bad
big
idea.
state and has a lot of really cool areas, and I love all those
Yep.
little coastal towns as long as they're here. I don't know if another million people leave New
I
York and
know.
come down here, there's going to be anything left on the coast.
No, there's not. It's
I mean,
all
they're
going to
already
be.
all moving up to Port St. Lucie.
Yeah.
Yep. It's all going to be giant high rises, and
Well, we got
everything's
our
going to be
we
$5
got
million.
our we got our property tax statement. We
Oh,
both almost
God.
fell over.
Oh God.
Can't even
I
imagine.
could barely sleep. I was like, "What?"
Yep. I don't doubt
Yeah.
that area's getting. I'm kind of glad I never bought anything down there because I couldn't afford it. There's no way.
It's
We spent
very
like
expensive.
$2,000 living down there for like 3 weeks.
Jesus.
I know.
Just on
it's-
groceries
Well, the
and stuff
problem
like that.
with West Palm Beach is it's a small area. So if
Yeah.
you want to be here, you're going to pay.
Yep.
You can go further inland and you can buy a house and not pay nearly what they make you pay here because we have a very liberal mayor here and always have, and they do a lot of social service things.
Yeah.
And we
Yeah,
have
you
a
could-
special tax all the time and special this and special that, and we're always paying for all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, you could walk the perimeter of West Palm Beach in probably 2-3 hours.
Well, downtown West Palm Beach. West Palm
Right.
Beach proper
Yeah.
is very large.
massive,
It goes way past the turnpike.
You can drive for half an hour west and still be in
Yeah.
West Palm Beach.
Yeah, West Palm
And
Beach.
we would know because we used to live half an hour west of West
Yeah,
Palm Beach.
Yeah, that's
exactly.
true.
And
It's
we were
just-
still in West Palm Beach.
Well, hopefully DeSantis does what he promises about getting rid of a lot of this property tax stuff because it really is killing people.
It
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
It's very expensive.
I mean, you look at we spend $2,000 a month on health insurance. Mm-hmm. And now they're going to want $2,000 a month for property taxes.
Yep. 50 grand a year just for those two
Come up with
things.
50 grand a year
Just for those two
just to be
things.
What I'm
alive.
saying.
It's like
Yeah.
what? That's not even food.
Did we? Did you guys talk about your Halloween yet?
Our Halloween?
We didn't really have much of a Halloween. Six kids came to the door. That was it.
Yeah, we signed up. We thought there'd be 15, 20 kids, and we got one group of like 8 kids.
It's interesting because last year we got almost none, and this year we got home and almost all the candy was gone. So we dumped the rest in the thing, and then within an hour it was all gone. So we actually got a bunch of kids.
Maybe because the neighborhood knows you now. Now you're a safe house.
Oh yeah, maybe.
That could be, but like we saw a lot more people walking around and just like doing their thing.
'Cause it was so nice,
It was a Friday night. That's probably why.
That's probably it.
Yeah, because they didn't have school the
Yeah.
next day.
The kids could stay up a little bit later, and our kids stayed up a little bit later too.
Right.
But
And then you got to purge with norovirus.
yeah, I would say that was the worst night of my life.
Is everybody done with it now?
I mean, our theory is that Colin gave it to us because he was having like some, I don't want to go into too much detail, obviously. That's not what people listen for, but
Gross.
yeah, he was having some diaper issues. And we were like, oh, it's probably this like plant milk that we've been giving him because he still can't drink regular milk, but he needs like calories and he needs nutrients and that sort of thing.
Sure.
So we've been giving him this plant-based milk called Kiki milk. And we were like, oh, he just, can't handle that. But then now we stopped giving it to him for a few days, and then we started up again, and it didn't change. So we were like, that's weird. And then Melissa got sick. And I looked it up, and apparently that's pretty common in very, very young, like toddlers and babies. They can get norovirus, but it just ends up being like, it doesn't actually make them like violently ill or anything.
Right.
But they'll still shed it and you will still get it. And like I have been sick before, but nothing like that. That was so horrible.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't
to
know what
close-
that's all about.
To close, let me say that our listeners out there that like to comment on the screen, they don't exactly like their property taxes either. Let me put it that way. There have been a few property taxes mentioned, and it ain't cheap. Thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars.
I don't think it's cheap
unbelievable.
anywhere.
It's
not anymore.
There you go.
Oh, the property taxes have been capped at 3% a year. Yeah, see, we're homesteading now. See, we didn't homestead because we paid so little for this condo because we bought before COVID.
Yeah.
That our property taxes were pretty low, and I actually tried to homestead 2 years ago, and the assessor called me up and said, "Are you sure you want to do this? Because your property taxes are going to raise like crazy." And I said, oh, okay, well, then I guess I don't. But now,
Isn't that what homesteading is for? Is lowering your taxes?
well, apparently when you homestead, they're going to take a look at your property and, and I don't
they
know. I don't know
reassess
how. The way she made it sound, it made sense that we shouldn't homestead. But now that we're homesteaded, they can't raise our property taxes more than 3% a year. And in Florida, you get a $25,000 credit or off the top of your valuation right away. But DeSantis for 2026, they are going to do some sort of property tax relief because it has gotten insane.
Yeah, it is crazy.
I mean, it's insane.
Very expensive, no question.
Yeah.
Let's see. We had one listener. They wanted. Well, this was for technically me and Alex, but Alex isn't here because I was missing yesterday. They wanted to know our favorite memory as a trick-or-treater, and they wanted to know Tom's scariest experience as a child trick-or-treating. And I think you actually told it sometime last week. Didn't you say you got robbed?
Yeah, we got robbed.
Yeah.
Me and Mike. Mike lived upstairs. We lived on the ground floor. He and I went trick-or-treating. I think we were either in first or second grade, something like that. And we were literally coming down the alley to get back to our house because they lived upstairs, we lived downstairs. We were about a block away, and this guy with a full costume on jumped out and robbed us. Really great.
Really happens.
There's tons of videos on the internet about people misbehaving. Like people put out a bowl, take their kids trick-or-treating.
Right. That's what we did.
Moms taking the whole bowl and dumping it in their kids' bags.
I'm sure.
Yeah, tons of those. And then in Manhattan, this one Asian dad was taking out his tiny little kid, maybe 3,
I saw
4.
that, yeah.
Yeah, two guys came over and beat him up and
beat up a guy with a little kid with him?
Beat him up right in front of the little kid, took his keys, stole his car, stole his wallet, everything.
Chicago.
Yeah. Oh, it was Chicago? Sorry.
I think I'm pretty sure it was Chicago. But
I mean, it's just, the more you read about humanity. That
does break my heart, though, because I loved going to Chicago. I did for many years doing voiceover. Apple, was it A+ was my manager back in the day. Great company.
Well, I think if you stay in the touristy areas, you're still probably okay. But, I don't want to support cities that don't take care of their own citizens.
I couldn't.
I don't want to feel like, I had a good time, so screw you.
Yep. I looked it up, and it was in Chicago, yes.
It was in Chicago.
It was 3 o'clock in the afternoon, too. Broad daylight.
This is unbelievable.
Yep.
All right, I have to go weep. I'd like to stay on, but people just leave everybody else alone.
Oh,
make an effort.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Get to work. Get off your ass. Do something, and leave everybody else alone.
Everyone in Chicago is in such deep denial. It's not going to get better until
yeah, they are in deep denial.
Either something horrible happens and it affects all of these people, or God knows what.
Well, you know what? If maybe Fateh or Fatah or whatever his name is gets in Minneapolis, and Mondami gets in New York, and then Pritzker is just basically a rubber stamp communist guy, and then Newsom gets in, and he's a rubber stamp communist guy. Maybe if they just absolutely obliterate the city so badly that nobody can conduct any business whatsoever, maybe we will turn the corner. But
it's like Detroit. Detroit basically became uninhabitable, and apparently now it's like growing and getting good again.
It's much better, yeah.
Because everyone left because there was just there was no reason to be there. And then once the entire place fell into ruin, then people moved back in and they're building back up. Oh yeah, Charlie, good point. I got a package technically yesterday, but I wasn't here.
Oh, you did? Oh, he's getting his package.
There we go.
Oh, there's his package.
Uh-oh.
We got...
Oh, Bernard Pillow. All right.
That's pillows. This is straight from our own merch store.
Well,
so.
there we go. That's
pretty.
Hey, we just bought new pillows for down here for $34.99 for 2.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, so these will be on the couch during the wider shots when it's not just zoomed in on me.
Well, that's very nice. Who sent those?
Charlie.
I bought them from our merch store.
Oh, you
Charlie
bought
reminded me to show them.
Yeah.
But Joe designed it.
Yeah, Joe designs that stuff. Does a really
good job. Is that you in a bobble? Who is that?
No, that's Louie.
Oh, that's Louie.
Louie in front of it.
I thought maybe we had a bobblehead of you. Why don't we just start those up?
Bobblehead of me? Yeah, great idea.
Giant head.
We probably could.
Doing. All right, you guys think about it, and I'll be back talking to you tomorrow. How about that?
Bye.
All right.
Talk to you later. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Every time I hear the same reminds me how you talking.